What's up, everyone? I'm just, for no reason, I'm about to go down. Just out here staggering. I don't even know why. Um, Let me collect these right quick. I had a couple of little pea pods. Is it any more ready? It is. Okay, I got that one. This one ain't gonna have one or two peas in it, but I'm gonna get them all. I still got aphids on this plant, y'all. I may blast it again. Uh, I was really, uh, somebody made a good point that I was watching online. Hey, what y'all doing in? Oh, y'all playing? Okay, y'all can play. I don't know what I thought. Thought y'all was cutting up, cause that's what you usually doing. Anyway, so somebody made a good point. Sometimes when you kill all the bugs immediately, it doesn't give any time for any predatory bugs to move in and try to help you out. And you want those good predatory bugs in your garden. So I kind of was letting those aphids do their thing a little bit because I want the ladybugs to move in. I see some ready over here too. Look at how pretty that particular flower is. Let me zoom in. Y'all see it? It's real purple. Y'all see it? But anyway, I just wanted to give y'all an update of everything out here. So I reckon I'll start on this end. And you have no business going back there, but that ain't none of my concern when the police come get your ass. Anyway, this is what is this? Buena Malanta? Buena Malanta? No, Pippin's Honey Golden. So this is Pippin's Honey Golden. And we did get hot. I'm trying to keep them watered now. Try to keep your stuff watered. When it get hot, they'll shrivel up on you, burn up on you. This is Pippin's Honey Golden too. I noticed that this pepper is more susceptible to that when it doesn't get enough water. These leaves do that. It's way more susceptible than any other pepper I've ever grown. It's more susceptible to that. So I try to stay on top of it. Let me see. Come down here. So I had planted some little callaloo kind of in the shade of this, but we got some rain night before last, and that really did it good. See this here callaloo? Now I've had this in my garden, I want to say, for a little while. This is not the Jamaican version, but I've never gotten any amaranth to really look like this. This is the first year I've been successful with this amaranth, but look at this callaloo. Y'all can't tell me that ain't pretty. Just go and tell a lie and say that ain't pretty. You can't even tell that lie. That lie ain't gonna fly. All right, in that Buick. So as you can see down here, my Swiss chard is still looking good. This too, stuff kind of burning up on me. This ground cherry is okay. See what I'm saying? And sometimes I'll be like, is there something in the soil? But when that ground cherry looks good, and this one has these leaves like this, some of these plants, they're kind of susceptible to this stuff, doing what it do. I got to get me, I think I got some big bamboo poles over there that I'm going to put up and try to keep these going up straight. Don't have any tomatoes yet. I think it's because it's already too hot. I see some blooms. We'll see if they sit. See if I can show y'all some blooms here. A little bitty. We'll see if they sit, y'all. I ain't even studying that right now. These are the sweet tar peppers, the peppers that I overwintered. You can see it's got peppers on it. And every day they're making, see that bloom? Every day they're making blooms. These sweet tar peppers, like I said, these were some seeds that somebody gifted me from my gardener, and they were supposed to be serranos. They are not serranos. But they ended up being a good pepper, so I grew them again. These are my Creola celu. I'm going to try to lift lift these branches, kind of let y'all see up in here. It's just peppers hanging all over. You can see them easier when they're this color, and this whole thing is this plant. So this is shading all of what's below it. That's the only plant in there, I think. And about to drop y'all. And I think that's the only plant in there because it got so big and shaded out the other stuff. But I do see oak trees trying to grow, so I will pull those out. We don't want any trees. This is some more callaloo here. This is another callaloo here. So I kind of spread that callaloo through the garden. These are arroz con pollo peppers. You can see the blooms on them. At least I think that's what these are. I got a label down here somewhere. Pull that weed. Yes, arroz con pollo peppers down in there. These is more sweet tarts that I had come up in the greenhouse. These are from seed. Those are overwintered. Those are overwintered. Okay, so I have a mix of different peppers. This is bright lights, Swiss chard, so you see different colors. Yellow pink is, Swiss chard. Kale. This original stem seems to be dying back all the way back to there, so I'm gonna cut all that out so that's not hanging out anymore. All the ones, remember all these that I broke off and propagated? You'll see how they doing. Harlequin bug. It rained night before last. I haven't sprayed in a while. It's been a good little minute. You see this callaloo got ate up a little bit. I had just a few Japanese, the flea beetles. I had a few of those flea beetles, and I killed about 3 or 4 of them manually. I just killed them by hand, crushed them. Oh look, let me see if I can get y'all. Look at him, ain't he cute? Oh, he turned. Okay, buddy, I'm gonna leave you alone. But had a few flea beetles. They did put a few holes, but I can take that. I'm not gonna complain too bad, because if anybody remember years ago when I tried to grow callaloo, them flea beetles ate my stuff all the way down to the ground while they were seedlings. I didn't even look at this. Look at this here. You trying it, little spider. You can come your behind up out of there too. Spider come up out of there. But anyway, he jumped and run off somewhere. Don't you make now another home here. Got time for the BS. Not in my callaloo. You see the ever beautiful fish pepper. The ever beautiful fish pepper. One of the few variegated peppers. I only know of about 2 other varieties of variegated pepper. I've never grown those varieties either. All of these were like volunteers. And the volunteers, when they came up, I just planted them. So I'm not sure, other than the fish peppers, what these other ones are. But they are looking good. And I think I saw them bloom. I'm thinking this is some kind of pippin something. Because see the purple at the nodes? Pippins tend to do that. This is Buena Mulata right here. And it does have a pepper on it. A little bitty baby pepper. I saw that bloom open yesterday. So I do have Buena Mulata and Pippin's Honey Golden. And if you don't know who he is, he's a black veteran that's also an artist. And he saved peppers, pepper varieties or seeds that were, I can't remember if they were given to him or he saved them or from his family or what. These are ají dulce peppers. And I want to mention to y'all that arroz con pollo and ají dulce are both seasoning peppers. And seasoning peppers are a pepper that's not necessarily hot per se. They may be a little spicy, but they're specifically for seasoning your foods. As I told y'all before, I don't hugely care for bell peppers like that. I mean, it tastes okay, but it's like, come on. There are peppers that taste way better. And a lot of these peppers are grown in the islands, Puerto Rico, in the Caribbean, Cuba, places like that. That's where you'll find a lot of the seasoning peppers that I'm growing. Criollo Cella is not considered a seasoning pepper, but I consider it a seasoning pepper because raw, it's got some kick to it. But when you cook, it gives your food a nice spiciness without it being completely and totally overwhelming. I'm going to pick all these peppers off of here so that it can put on another flush of flowers. Same thing with the sweet tart. These actually mellow out even more than the Creole Celos. I really like the sweet tarts. The seasoning peppers, it'll be my first time cooking with those. Show y'all these. So the Jamaican sorrel that I planted in here, I have one okra right there. I have another little Jamaican sorrel over there. That's a Jamaican sorrel right there. So look like I might get a little Jamaican sorrel this year, but what I really wanted y'all to see, y'all see how those lemon drop melons have taken over this whole bed. And then I've also got some volunteer watermelons. Those are looking pretty good. We'll see what they do. I'm just gonna let them do what they do. They are making flowers and such. Yesterday, every day almost, except for today, I've been seeing females. This one was open yesterday. I'm almost positive I have a fruit set. Excuse me, y'all. Positive I have a fruit set over here somewhere. Let me see. This is a male blossom. I always take the male blossoms off to encourage more females to show up. Especially when there's just excessive male blossoms and not really any females at the moment. Oak, pulling that out. I don't see there was a fruit set in here somewhere, but here it is. See it here? There you go. So there's that one just set maybe 2 days ago. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. There's peanuts in here too. The peanuts are looking really good. This bed is looking really good this year. I think it's finally kind of coming into its own as far as, you know, all the mycelium. And this is a hugelkultur bed. It takes a couple of years for them to really produce the way they're supposed to produce. Come up here and show you guys the ground cherry and all the ground cherries that are on it. I have been getting ground cherries, one every day. I'll be glad when it gets a little bigger. I'll get a few of them every day. You can see this bed. The mustards are pretty much done. You see the harlequin bugs. I don't really care. They're not going to bother the seeds. But I'm going to get the seeds from the mustards and cut all of them down flat. I put melon seeds in here. And, hey. Let me see. I put melon seeds and some of them came up. That one came up. That one came up. That's a new one popping up right there. I also put roselle seeds in here too. The only roselle that came up is this one. And what's crazy is that stem looks really crazy, but it seems to still be alive. So what I'm gonna do is just cover it like that. And hopefully it'll, you know, do what it's supposed to do. I need to come out here and collect these great northern seeds so that I have something to plant. These are volunteer watermelons. I just kind of flip them over so they'll be back in the bed so that when I mow it, I'll run over them. They're kind of small vines. I don't know whether to pull them or leave them. I'm trying to make up my mind. But yeah, I'm just going to cut all these mustards flat. Cut all the beans flat. I'm thinking about just sowing. I got some different seeds out here. I'm thinking about sowing some more melon seeds, like a different melon. Because for whatever reason, those seeds didn't really seem to germinate that well. I have no clue. But anyway, it is what it is. So y'all smoking weed going down the street, honey. I cannot. Anyway, I guess when you get pulled over, I guess you just throw this stuff out, I guess. I don't know how this stuff works. Anyway, these are the greens that I cut the heads off of. I'm actually these kind of bare places, these open spots. Y'all know them greens I got in the back that I rooted. I'm probably going to set them in those places and see how they do as a grow bag. I know that they'll shade the ground that they're in, and hopefully when I water those grow bags, you know, the water's going to go down into the bed. Hopefully it'll kind of help keep that bed a little bit more moist. We shall see. But this is what these are looking like after I cut the head off of them. So y'all see they coming back. I haven't harvested off of them yet. I could. But I just haven't. Harlequin bugs are, you know, you get them. Sweet potatoes, don't mind the grass around the edge. It is what it is. But I'm going to tell y'all something I did different this year. Several of these vines, as they grew over, I covered them with dirt. And, you know, people tell you, oh, don't cover the vines with dirt because more sweet potatoes will occur there. Yeah, but I want more sweet potatoes. So why shouldn't I do that again? So, yeah, this is something new I'm doing this year. I took about 4 vines. I covered them over with dirt. I did break off a couple, and I made new slips as well. This is about 3 or 4 slips, and I planted them all in the same spot. I know, sue me. But I'm going to see what I get out of this. Just like, and I'm going to show y'all what I mean when I say I covered the vines over, because I covered that vine over. When I find a place where a vine is growing, kind of example. That's for me. Okay, you see how it's already rooting along the ground anyway. So what I do is I'll kind of make a trench, and there's actually 2 vines there. And then once I make the trench, I will just cover that vine over with soil. I'll take the soil around. Like I said, I'll just make sure it's good and covered, and just there. Now that vine is covered. It don't even look no different. It's not gonna wilt down or nothing. I'm gonna do this one the same way because it's got a little free patch of earth that I feel that it could be using as real estate. So I'm gonna cover that one. And so we're gonna see what happens since I let those vines do that. We'll see what comes of that. So this was just an update right quick. You know what? I'm gonna go to the back, but we're gonna go to the back real fast. Because it rained the other night, these mosquitoes is real bad. Just all the excess water and humidity in the air. It's already humid here, but good Lord. They really in there playing. They really getting with it in there. But we're gonna come around here, and I'm just gonna walk through the back right quick. I've been back here since it rained the other night, but I just kind of real quick looked and then went on about my business because I really didn't have anything to do. When it rains, it frees me up because I don't have to water. And I don't have to do as much checking. So the squirrels decided, and they fucked with it again. Oh, excuse my French. I'm so sick of this. So every night y'all gonna fuck with this and dig it up. Well, nah, I planted it back. It didn't make it. That little apple seedling, I'm gonna have to buy some more seeds. Anyway, these squirrels, boy, it never fails. And this is a runner. I don't want it outside the bed, so I'm going to place it somewhere up in here. There. Roots, my friend. But anyway, that's that. This is the my peach that I bought, my rustin red. The figs, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, child. I fooled around and wasn't watering how I was supposed to. And these suckers dropped almost all their leaves almost. Up under here, we're gonna get these oaks out. When it rains profusely, it just makes those oaks just sprout. They just sprout like crazy. Look at that blackberry. I would try to get some roots and get that up out of there. Anyway, see how this one dropped all its leaves? I didn't water enough. See that one over there? So when your stuff start getting dry, your leaves will wilt down and drop on you. But don't worry, your figs will come back. Just make sure you water them before they drop everything. This is my Jamaican cherry. I think it's finally taking off and finally getting its roots. together. You know, has my finger been like that? Jesus. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. This is y'all see the turmeric coming up randomly everywhere. See over here? These didn't really get. Okay, you have fallen off. Let's see if you are ready, or did you drop the fruit because you were stressed? But yeah, y'all see that, how they're stressed? They'll do that. Here's the fig. This is a brown turkey. It's okay. It ain't all that. I think it's stress. It's stress dropped them. So when your trees are fruiting, don't be an idiot like me. Make sure you water them. Those fruits need water. Without water, they tend to they'll abort the fruit. And like I said, these fruit are okay. They're not all that. They used to be much better. See, these did a little stress dropping. I see that one's trying to ripen. What is this? This is brown turkey as well. So those stress dropped. The LSU didn't though. And maybe it's bred to not do that. I don't know, but you see it is stressed. You see what I mean? Look at my Celeste. My Celeste ain't stressed. She's too blessed to be stressed. Anyway, but so y'all kind of see. That's why I tell y'all, you know, watch your plants. Watch what's going on. Pay close attention to what's going on. Now, these didn't drop all these. See all these yellow leaves? You can almost just, some of them, you just touch them and they come right off. They will grow the leaves back. So, you know, figs are Bible fruit. So they are from an arid climate. So don't stress too bad. But catch them before you kill them. You know, try to catch them before you kill them. That's your best bet. This set there ain't about nothing. Y'all still have some watermelon? Not my own. I bought some. The kumquat dropped all the blooms. This hasn't bloomed, but it's still growing out. And growing out nicely. See the bright new green? See the difference between the dark green and new green? New green, bright green, that's new growth. This is still ate to hell and back, but it's living. Ooh, I'm gonna have to come from back here. I got to move. These mosquitoes, they're like birds. So over here, we'll check out stuff. Let's see. I've been keeping this little stuff watered. I'm sure that berry over there is gone. The birds probably got it. Which is all good. The water, Lord. Make sure you keep your taro watered. You got to water the hell out of it. I wish I had a ditch or something to plant it in, where it, you know, would collect water. The longevity spinach and the Okinawa spinach is looking good. I planted ginger over here. Let's see if any of it came up. Not yet. Here I see a little place where it's coming though. It's coming. That's the oak. Get that out. But yeah, the ginger, like for instance, you see right here, this is a piece of ginger, and I'm gonna cover that over with just a little more dirt. So the ginger is coming, y'all. Like I said, I finally found some ginger in the store from New Jersey that wasn't from China or some other country. When it's from another country, I'm afraid it's been irradiated. If it's been irradiated, it's not gonna sprout. It's pretty much dead. At least from a growth standpoint, it's dead. I wonder how much nutrition is left after they radiate as well, though. Had a couple of pears fall off the tree, but I can see all the pears. Every year, when I get a good year, this is a good year for pears. It just drags the limbs down. And this graft right here, y'all can see the graft is fine. That's a Korean giant. So maybe later on in life it'll do a little something. But the elderberry is making elderberries. And see where we're at, 25. I'll walk back here to the greenhouse. But y'all see all those green things? Those are going to be elderberry. They're going to be elderberry. See all the different places. They just got them all over. Y'all forgive me. I'm trying to move quick, honey. When I tell you them mosquitoes. Them mosquitoes. And I mean that. Them mosquitoes. They'll carry you away from here. Never to be seen again. And I'm out here just rushing right quick. This is that red pigeon pea. It's looking good. Some of my greens back here, I think they just got dry or whatever. And some of them didn't make it. But some of them did. They kind of ate up. This is a weed. Get you out of there. These are the black gungo. These are my guamachi. That's guamachi as well. So I was able to successfully overwinter those. This is another elderberry. This here. Whoop, this here is Pakistan mulberries. About to drop the phone. This is dwarf elderberry mulberry. Still have not gotten that out of there. Need to get it out of there. That's my LSU purple figs that Go Grow sent me. And I ain't gonna lie, they got dry. And they shriveled. And that's why the leaves look like that. But this is a brand new leaf coming in. My grapes were in here too. I don't know if that other one is gonna make it. I think that one may. Even though the leaves look bad. I think it may grow some more leaves. We gonna see. We gonna see. That's the last of my little onions left. Pomegranates. Aisha, here's the beauty berry. Here's the beauty berry. See there? It's growing nice. That's Barbados cherry. And those are some pomegranates that's going to get sent off. Aisha, here's the Cuban oregano and the Vicks plant. I can't remember which one is which. When they get a little big, I'll be able to tell. This may be Jamaican sorrel. If it is, I need to transplant. These are the mulberries from Dan. A lot of the cuttings didn't make it, but the ones that did are doing fabulous. These are some sweet potato slips and variegated Wandering Jew. I'm giving both of those away. So, yeah, y'all, that's what I got going. And be honest and tell y'all, I'm finna come from out here, cause them mosquitoes, I cannot. Them mosquitoes is bad, especially back in that greenhouse. Show y'all one last thing. We'll get out of here. I promise. Less than 30 minutes. I'm doing good, ain't I? This is those peas that I just threw down. I didn't even cover them up or nothing. There go the ones in the compost pile. I did put those. I just kind of pressed them into the compost pile. They're not making peas yet, but can't wait to see what they do. I put them out here in a little area where I can kind of let them sprawl and see what they do, y'all. So, till next time. See you guys later.